hand it off to the respective coach. They'll say a few words about you and actually make the presentation to the individual. Our first one is for Lineman of the Year, and it's awarded to Parkview High School's J.B. O'Tolliver.
Come on up, baby. So Javio's come a long way, right? So he walks in, not much shorter than this as a freshman, and you're like, oh my God. And you just get all excited because, I mean, coaches know what I'm talking about. You see a guy like this walk in, you just get super excited about their ability to play football. So he had a great freshman year, and then about January, I think, of his freshman year playing basketball, he ended up tearing his ACL. So he ended up missing all of his sophomore year of football, which he would have obviously started immediately and played for us that year. But he came back out for me and threw shot put as a sophomore, started working his tail off, and then immediately stepped right in as a junior and worked his butt off all summer and stepped right in as a starter last year. Ended up being second team, all conference, all district. And if his coach had been thinking correctly, if he would have nominated him at All-State, he probably would have been an All-State defensive end last year too. But Javio is a fantastic young man. He's very similar to Brendan, where he doesn't really talk a whole lot, but he does talk. He talks when he needs to on the field. He was unanimously elected as a team captain this year. He's having an even better year this year, over 80 tackles. He just on Friday night set our school's single season record for sacks. He needs one more to break the career record for sacks, so he's looking to do that. You guys know all about the offers that he's getting to play football, but that speaks to his talent, but it doesn't speak to the character of this young man, who could let all that talent and those offers go to his head, but he doesn't at all. He's the most humble student we have. He's a hard worker in the classroom, so that's going to enable him to play at the next level as well. And I couldn't be happier for Javio winning this Lineman of the Year award. So, ready, bud.
Next award is for our Senior Back of the Year, and it's awarded to Kickapoo High School's Cross Elmquist.
All right, this might be hard to get through here. This one means a lot to me. He wasn't with us when I showed up 3 years ago, to be honest with you. He played as an eighth grader, or as a freshman, was an eighth grader. Didn't play as a freshman. I show up, one of my first hires was Kevin Ross as our linebackers coach, and he was the head coach at Cherokee. And naturally, I'm asking who's not with us that should be with us. And every coach that I talked to said, we got to figure a way to get Cross back out. So me being me, I go get him out of class. We talk, and he said, well, we're going to have a conversation with my dad. So Dad comes in, Kirk's here, and it was more of an interview process for me, I think. He got me up on the board to see exactly what I knew, having been a former quarterback, and we crossed that hurdle, and we were good. And then before he left, he says, we've got one more big hurdle to go over, and that was Cretia. And we had to figure out a way to convince her that we were going to protect her boy and make sure we took care of him. And we ended up getting her convinced. Been two of the best parents in our program. She's there every Friday serving meals for us along with Kirk. She's there every Saturday morning serving breakfast for our players and parents. They've been a huge blessing to me as a head coach, so thank you to you both. Cross, had I had to do over again, he would have started as a sophomore, and that's saying a lot with who we had. We had Mason Hour as a junior, who was probably the best athlete of the high school. He's a Division I baseball player. I would have put him at quarterback if I knew then what I know now. I would have put Mason out at receiver. Mason probably would have been an all-state receiver and given him a big weapon out there on the outside. Last year, about the third practice of the summer, I had a coach jump me because I got to a portion of my script in practice that was not filled out. It was blank. And he looks over, he's like, what do you forget to put this in? I said, no. He's calling it. He's like, who? I said, well, Cross is gonna call all of it. So from that point on, he has taken this team. He knows it inside and out. Our offense, it's like having another coach out on the field for us. We scrambled around last year trying to keep him protected. He was running for his life for most of last year. And we've got some guys up front this year. Having Chase back helps, along with the 4 other guys that he's got. And he just does a tremendous job running our offense. And I think the bigger part that's not talked about in the papers and things like that is the leadership that he provides for our football team. He's a guy that it doesn't matter what it is, classroom, community service, whatever it is, he is going to be the first one in, the last one out. He's the epitome of what you want in a quarterback leader as a senior, and I'm going to miss him dearly into next year. I hope he becomes a coach, because the minute it happens, he'll be on my staff, I can guarantee you. So I appreciate everything he's done for us.
Next is the Bill Wainwright Most Valuable Player for a senior city football player, and it belongs to Glendale High School's Gavin Watts.
Being a quarterback at Glendale High School is a tremendous responsibility. It takes a lot of time, takes a lot of practice, takes a lot of effort. Every play you're touching the ball, you're making our offense go. One of the things I really admire about Gavin is the tremendous job he's done is making a commitment to being the very best he's capable of being. Throughout the entire winter, throughout the spring, anytime it got nice, you go by the stadium, he's out there throwing. He's got 2 or 3 guys catching with him. Of course, we do a lot of traveling throughout the summer, participating in 7-on-7s and competing, and he just had an outstanding summer for us, so we think we're going to be pretty successful with him as a quarterback. Offensive line improved a little bit throughout the course of the year to give him time to make the throws that he made. Right now, he's leading the state of Missouri in passing according to Max Preps, one of the top passers in the country. And again, I think a lot of it's tribute to just his attitude, his hard work, his effort, his desire to be the very best he can be. And he takes coaching very well. He takes criticism very well. Unfortunately, sometimes for me, but he's always smiling, always happy, comes back, and really does a good job. He's been a real true joy to coach and work with, and I'm really excited about the potential he has to continue to lead our team throughout the course of this season. But then later, when he wants to go on, I know he wants to play college football, and we'll help him in any area we can do that. His father's here, Sean. Where's Sean at? Sean sat right back here. Appreciate him allowing Gavin being a player for us. But Springfield Quarterback Club Player of the Year, Gavin Watts. Congratulations.
The Wayne Reed Memorial Trophy is for our City Coach of the Year. And this program has accomplished a lot in the last few years, and they just never seem to level off. They keep just improving and accomplishing more and more every year. And maybe it's a little overdue, but for the first time in our organization's history, it goes to the Homeschool Association and Lighthouse Christian Academy's head coach, Ryan Bess.
Goodness. Thank you. Man, how exciting is that? But I'd like to say this, and I hope you guys know this first and foremost. We are, and I know I've told you before, and when I'm done, and actually, guys, this might be my last time with you guys. So with him retiring, or I guess graduating is what with him graduating. I might be retiring. I'm not sure. I haven't decided that yet or not. And coaches, I've wanted to do something with you guys for quite a while. So can I have like 2 minutes, 1 minute? Thank you. All right, good. Gavin, Mark, come help me just a little bit. Pass some of these out real fast. That's an old players, if you will. I saw this done, and it wrecked me ever since. There's a bunch left. You guys keep handing them out to everybody. Give me one. Yeah, but if it, just hand them out to everyone. If we don't have enough, I'm sorry. I didn't know there were this many people here. First off, thank you. I had no idea about this at all, but and football, there's nothing like Friday Night Lights, is there? I mean, you can't get away from it at all. Chargers were a little different. We tell everybody, and as they come to be part of our team, we always say that we are a ministry disguised as a football team, which means, man, we love football, and we love scoring a lot of points. We love playing some really good defense, but first and foremost, we want to make sure that these guys are growing up to love the Lord with all their heart, soul, and mind. And even this plaque here, I mean, I don't even know if you can give it to anybody till 20 years down the road, and I can see where our players are. Are they leading families? Are they leading a life in the way that they should? I think that's when we'll see coaches that we have been a success. So that's kind of where I come from. You guys got everybody? Are we close? Okay, like I said, I saw this and it just wrecked me. So if you can, you got this ruler here, and it's from 0 to 110, right? If you'll do this for me, just follow along. Take it and just look at what is the best guess of when you think you might die. Isn't that a great thought? Okay, so look at, for me, listen, here's my deal. My grandma lived to be 99 and 11 months. I mean, she just that close. She couldn't hold on to 100. But my grandpa died at 87. So for me, I'm going 93. I'm going 93. So bend it to where you think you might die. Bend it, bend it, bend it. Just bend it real quick. Once you got that bent, tear that off. Okay? Tear that off. Okay, once you got that done, here you go. This part right here, because I'm a believer in Jesus Christ, this part here is going to heaven. Okay? Now take your ruler right here and bend it of your age today. So for me, that's 46. Bend it where you are. Bend. Bend that thing right here. And then tear it. Okay? Everyone got that done? So this part right here, this part isn't going to heaven. This part right here is going in the trash. And every regret and everything that I've done wrong, it's going in the trash because I can do nothing about it whatsoever. Right? So put that in the trash. But this part, I mean, some of you guys, I want to see you guys hold yours up. It might be really little, right? Look at how much is left in your life. Look right here. Look at this little piece of paper that's right here. Look right here, seriously. This is all that you have left. Make a difference. This is what you have left in your life. Make a difference. What are the things that you're standing up for? Are you standing up for good? If you're a believer in Jesus Christ, are your daily things? Are you standing up for Jesus? How's your character? This is what you should be living for right here. All right. Thanks again for this award, guys. This has been great today. Privileged to meet some of you guys, and as the Chargers, we'll be praying for each of you guys as the playoffs begin. Thanks again.
Once again, a couple of thank yous, especially to our media. They voted on our annual awards in the last few weeks and made those determinations, and also supported these luncheons each and every week. So again, thank you to them, to Horner Askins, our organizer for this each and every week. And we'll remind you as well that there is a basketball version of this that will begin on the first Monday of December. So Monday, December 2nd, Tip-Off Club will begin, and it'll run through the end of the high school basketball season at the very end of February. Congratulations to all of our seniors, to our award winners, and best of luck to all of the teams as they continue their seasons. Thanks for coming, everybody. We'll see you in December.